I'm Melie. Welcome to our 45-minute prenatal yoga class. For class today, you'll need a blanket, 2 blocks, and a bolster or couch pillow. We're going to start class in Virasana, so grab your 2 blocks and stack them on each other, like this. And then come onto your shins. And bring those 2 blocks between your ankles and come to sit. Good. Find that comfortable seat. Just close your eyes for a moment. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Okay. Crack your eyelids open. We'll start with a gentle twist. Good for all trimesters. Take your left hand and cross it over towards your right ribs. Reach your right hand out, over, and behind you. You can grab on the blocks behind you. Lift your chest. Breathe in. And as you exhale, turn. Baby stays forward. Breathe in. And exhale, turn. One more time. Breathe in. And exhale, turn. Good. As you breathe in, lift your heart towards your brain. And as you breathe out, unwind. And roll the top of your shoulders up, around, and back. And then cross your right hand over your left ribs. And then reach your left arm back behind you. You can grab onto those blocks or bring your palms flat behind your back, whatever feels better. Breathe and lift your chest. And as you exhale, turn. Inhale, lift. And exhale, turn. Again, breathe in. And exhale, turn. Baby stays forward. Breathe in. And exhale, turn. Good. Breathe in, lift your chest. Exhale, unwind. Good. Sweep your arms out wide, around, and up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Come onto your hands and your knees. Move the blocks to the top of your mat. And if your knees are sensitive, I recommend unfolding your blanket or your towel and just unfolding it and leaving it in the middle point of the mat, the upper, or maybe the second third of the mat, just so that your knees will always be supported when you come to hands and knees, which has happened quite a lot in this class. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, tuck your toes, lift your chest, lengthen your heart past your thumbs. Don't drop your belly too much. Instead, think about lengthening the front of your chest. As you exhale, keep your toes tucked and move your seat to your heels. It's just a rocking cat-cow here. Inhale, lengthen, heart forward. Exhale, round, sit to heels. Keep your toes tucked for today. Again, exhale, lengthen. And exhale, round. Okay, and start to find some movement here in your spine. Let it be natural, let it be fluid. Use this familiar back and forth movement, this repetition, to find how your body feels. Wherever you are on your journey towards parenthood, we tend to stack on to a lot of things we don't necessarily need. If you've ever been around a toddler, you might notice that when they don't need a toy anymore, they just throw it. They just throw it out of the way, right? They don't need it, they throw it out. Can we find an ounce of this playfulness, this childhood non-worriness for today's class? Then come to your shoulders. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, thread your right arm underneath the left. You can lay your right ear to the mat if it reaches, or grab your block on the lowest setting and bring your ear there. Take a full breath in, walk your left fingertips forward, tint your fingertips, and then use your left arm almost as like a window, an arch you can look under. Take a full breath in, full breath out. If it feels okay to cross your right ankle over your left, go for it. And breathe in, extending your outer left hip back. Breathing along the side of your left waist as your right ribs drop. Take another full breath in. And another full breath out. And slide your left hand in, plant your left hand down, sweep your right arm up, and then lay your hand down. Uncross your ankles, sweep your left arm up, breathe in. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right. Lay your shoulder on the mat or as close to the mat as possible, and then your ear on that block or the ground. Walk your right fingertips forward, tint your fingertips, and really press your right hand down so you can send your outer right hip back. Breathe along the side of your right waist as you relax your left ribs down. Feel that space that's being created between your shoulder blades. Breathe in and breathe out. And slide your right hand in. Slide your left arm out. Breathe in. And then lay your left hand down. Move the block out of the way if you've used it. Walk your hands forward, one handprint. Now your knees underneath your hips. Downward facing dog. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips up and back. If you have any sort of acid reflux, which is very common in pregnancy, you can skip down dog altogether, or just keep looking forward at your fingertips without dropping the head down. And just pedal through your feet. Breathing in, breathing out, finding some stillness. Breathing through your nose. Maybe you take a deep exhale out through your mouth, stick out your tongue. Good. Breathing, gaze forward, tap your knees down. Take your blocks on their highest setting underneath your hands and step your right foot forward. Keep your back toes under. Wrap that outer right hip in. Sweep your arms up towards the ceiling. Hook your thumbs. Take a full breath and lift through the sides of your waist. And as you exhale, cycling over to the right. Inhale, come up. And exhaling. Again, inhale up. And exhaling. Last time, inhale up. Exhaling. Good. Can you use your right thumb to pull your left hand over to the right? Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, come back to center. Sweep your arms out back onto the blocks and tap your right knee down. Switch. Take your left foot forward. Wrap your outer left hip in and back. Sweep your arms up by your ears. Good. Draw your front in. Stack your pelvis right underneath your shoulders so that your heart is right over your baby. Hook your opposite thumb. Lift your chest. Breathe in, and as you exhale, silent over to the left. Inhale, come up. And exhaling. Inhale up. And exhaling. Again, inhale up. And exhaling. Good. Inhale, come up. Sweep your arms out back by your blocks. Tuck your back toes under. Lift your back knee off the floor and step forward. Fold over your legs. Feet baby distance wide. Sway your hips from side to side. Again, if you're not suffering from any acid reflux or nausea today, you can let your spine, your neck, your head release down. Good. Inhale, press into the block, look forward. Exhale, soften your knees, head, neck, spine, release. Again, press into the block, look forward. Exhale, neck, head, spine, release. Inhale, look forward. Keep your knees bent this time, hands to your thighs. Press down into the ground to lift. Roll the top of your shoulders back. Keep your feet baby distance wide. Draw your feet into the ground. Lift through your inner thighs. Support your baby from underneath. Tadasana. Inhale, reach your arms out wide and up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Bend your knees, hands to your thighs, hands to your blocks. Step your right foot forward, step your left leg back. Breathe in, bend your front knee and look forward. Exhale, straighten your front leg and fold. Breathe in, bend your front knee and look forward. Exhale, straighten your front leg and fold. Again, breathe in, bend your front knee and look forward. Exhale, straighten your front leg and fold. Breathe in, bend your front knee right over your ankle, slightly behind your shin. Ground your back heel down, warrior two. Good. Lift through your inner thighs here. Support your baby from underneath. Straighten your front leg. Bring your arms behind your back and interlace your hands. Draw your knuckles down as you lift your chest. Draw your front ribs in. Breathe in. As you exhale, rebend your front knee. Again, straighten your front leg. Breathe in. And exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bend. You can check out your front knee. See that it doesn't pass your ankle, that it tracks over your third big toe. Last one, bend your front knee. Exhale, bend. Open up your arms, breathe in. Triangle pose. Reach your hand forward. Lay your hand on the shin, a block, maybe even 2 blocks for today. Press into your palm. Wrap your outer right hip in. Turn and open up your chest. I know that 2 blocks was my absolute favorite thing when I was pregnant. Press into the pinky side of your left. Now breathe in and extend your top arm up by your ear. Watch that right shoulder that isn't drop, like you're not wearing it like an earring, right? Roll the top of that right shoulder back and then use the strength to turn the whole rib cage from right to left. Take another full breath in. And another full breath out. And turn your gaze down. Grab 1 block on the way. If you've used 2, spin your back heel down. Tap your back knee down. Draw your left knee underneath your, right knee underneath your right hip, hands underneath your shoulders. Sway your hips from side to side here. Just find some space again into your pelvis. 2 options, actually 3. You can take a child's pose, just rest, breathe for a few moments. You can go into your down dog. Notice the difference between the sides. Third and most active option would be to take the block between your upper inner thigh and do 3 modified chaturanga, those half planks. You're going to draw the block in between your inner thighs, walk your shoulders past your wrist, draw your front ribs in, breathe in, tailbone to the block, long spine. Exhale, bend your elbows halfway. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. That's 1. Breathe in, forward, shoulders past your wrists. Exhale, bend. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Last time, inhale, forward. Exhale, bend. Those are always optional. Inhale up. Exhale, release. If you've taken the chaturanga, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Keep the block there and see if you can lift through your inner thighs, support your baby from underneath, and find that length and width across your lower back. And tap your knees down, grab the block, everybody meet into L4. Hands on your block. This time you'll step your left foot forward. Tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee off the ground. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, straighten your front leg and fold. Breathe in, bend your front knee, look forward. Exhale, straighten your front leg and fold. Breathe in, bend your front knee, look forward. Exhale, straighten your front leg and fold. Last time, bend your front knee, look forward. Keep that knee over your ankle or slightly behind your shin. Draw your back heel down. Warrior two. Stand on your 2 feet, lift through your inner thighs. Straighten your front leg, move your arm bones back, interlace your hands behind your back, and then switch the pinky on top. Draw your knuckles down, lift your chest. As you exhale, keep your knuckles facing down, rebend your front knee. Again, straighten your front leg, breathe in. And exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bend. Last time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen, open up your arms, triangle pose. Reach your hand forward, place it on your shin, 1 or 2 blocks right outside of your ankle. Plant your hand down, reach your left arm up. And that's your right arm. Take a full breath in. Firm your outer left hip in, turn and open up your chest. Imagine your baby being horizontal to the floor. And you're holding your baby with the sides of your ribs. Take a full breath in. Full breath, and notice if you're wearing that left shoulder like an earring, can you roll the top of your shoulders back? And then use that to turn the whole barrel of your chest from left to right. And take another full breath in. Full breath out, extend your top arm up by your ear from the pinky side of the right foot pressing down. One more breath in. As you exhale, turn your gaze down, grab that block on the way if you've used to, spin your back heel up, bend your front knee and step forward. Fold over your legs. Your feet can be baby distance wide here or maybe as wide as your mat. Just sway your hip from side to side, letting your spine, your neck, your head release. Good. Inhale, lengthen forward. And then take one block on the widest setting, flat setting, and heel toe your inner feet so that you can hug the block with your big toe knuckles. Bend your knees, take your hands to your thigh, and then the second block and pick it up with you as you stand. Put that block on the narrow setting, right between your upper inner thighs. Draw your tailbone down towards the block. Lift the hip points up, pubic bone up. Good. Inhale, reach your arms out wide and up over your ears. Exhale, chair pose. Good. Press through the blocks. Lengthen your outer hips in and your inner thighs in. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Tail to the block, pubic bone up, wideness and width across the lower back. And take another full breath in. And another full breath out. Press into your feet, come up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Bend your knees, hands to your thighs. Grab the block on the way, hands to your block. Spin the second block. Gaze forward, breathe in. Exhale, fold down, head, neck, spine, release. Inhale, look forward, right foot forward, left foot back. Bend your front knee, warrior two right away this time. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Interlace your hands behind your back. Draw your knuckles down as you lift your chest. Take a full breath in as you exhale, rebend your front knee. Again, straighten your front leg. This time, open up your arms. Triangle pose. Reach as far forward as you can. Hand on 1 or 2 blocks, maybe on just your shin or your thigh. Turn and open up your chest. Good. Firm your outer right hip in and lengthen the sides of your right waist forward. Now listen, flip your left palm to the wall behind you and then extend your left arm along your side. Good. Move your arm behind you. Bend your elbow and see if your pinky side of your left hand can reach the inseam or hip crease of your right side body. Good. Use that to turn and open up your chest. Good. And take a full breath and roll the top of that left shoulder back. Full breath out. Good. Sweep that left arm up over your ear and then down towards your right ribs. Hold the right side of your ribs, turn your gaze down. Bend your knee, peaceful warrior. Good. Try to get as long as you can from the kneecap to your fingertips. Good. Straighten your front leg, breathe in. Exhale, bend. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bend. Last time. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bend. Cartwheel your arms down to your block. Take that second block on the way if you've used it. Spin your back heel up. Tap your back knee down. And take your knee down. And then take your knees together and your feet together. Tuck your toes under. And come to sit here. It's called screaming toe. Nobody likes it. But it's a good opportunity to open up the arch of your foot, especially if you're suffering from calf cramps. If you're watching this in the winter and you wear heavy winter boots, your feet don't quite move as well. If you're watching this in the summer and still wear your flip-flops, same idea. Just give yourself the opportunity to surrender and leave the experience in your feet, maybe in your calf. Try to relax your face, relax your brain, relax your throat. Just one more breath in here, promise. One more breath out. Good. Come onto your hands and your knees, untuck the toes and tap. Tap, 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 tap. Good. From here, take a cat-cow, maybe a body circle, maybe you rest in child's pose. We have a whole other side to do here. Just breathe here. Maybe you feel like building a little bit more heat and taking those chaturangas, in which case, grab the block between your upper and inner thigh. Good. Top of the feet, press down. Roll the shoulders past your wrists, tailbone to the block. Breathe in. Exhale, bend your elbows back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Again, inhale, forward. Exhale, bend. Inhale, up. Exhale, release. Last time, inhale, forward, tail to block. Exhale, bend. Inhale, up. Exhale, release. Good. Take the block out of the way. Everybody meet us in tabletop with your hands on the blocks and step your left foot forward. And tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee off the floor. Warrior two. Ground your back heel down. Open up your arms. Inhale, straighten your front leg, reach your arms back behind you. Switch the pinky on top, draw your knuckles down, lift your chest. Exhale, bend. Good. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bend. Last time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Good. Keep your knuckles ringing down. Straighten your front leg. Now uncross your arms. Open up your arms wide. Triangle pose. Glide forward. Hand to thigh, to shin, to one or two blocks. We're all about options here in prenatal yoga. Bring your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Reach up to lift. And then turn and open up your chest. Again, take another full breath in. Full breath out. Now flip that right palm to the wall behind you. Move your arm bone back and then slide that arm along your side. Good. Bend your elbow. Either find your flat palm behind your back or maybe your pinky to the crease of your left hip. Wherever you land, turn and open up your chest. And take a full breath in. Full breath out. Sweep your arm back behind you. Open up your arm up and over your head. Lay your right hand across your body and hold on to your left rib. Turn your knees down, bend your left knee, peaceful warrior. Inhale, straighten, reach back. And exhale, bend, keep reaching. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bend. Last time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Cartwheel your arms down to frame your front foot on your block. Spin your back heel up. Gaze forward and step forward. Heel toe your feet as wide as your mat. Move your hips from side to side and spine, head, neck releases. Good. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Good. Take your hands to your thighs. Come all the way up to stand. Good. Roll the top of your shoulders back. Keep your feet parallel and wide, maybe as wide as your mat, maybe just baby distance apart. Bend your knees. Take your thumb towards your inner thigh and your fingers outward. Roll the top of your shoulders back. Breathe in. As you breathe out, dip your right shoulder in. Move your inner right knee away from you. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, left shoulder dips. Inhale, come up. Exhale, right. Inhale, come up. And exhale, left. Good. Inhale, come up. Exhale, palms by your side. Heel to your feet underneath your baby if they're not there yet. Time to check in. Roll the top of your shoulders back. Maybe close your eyes, bring your hands to your baby, one hand to your heart. What are the things you can let go of here? Can you relax your jaw, your throat, your tongue? Can you let go of the agenda and the to-do list? Can you be a little bit more toddler-like in your way of handling matters? If it doesn't serve you, just move it out of the way for the day. Come back to it later. Crack your eyelids open. Palms by your side, Tadasana. Inhale, sweep your arms out wide and up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Bend your knees, hands to your thighs, hands to your blocks. Good. Step your favorite foot back at a time. Again, take a seat on your shins for a moment. We're going to work on camel pose today. It's a pretty prop-heavy setup in prenatal yoga, and I'm going to show you and guide you every step of the way. Grab your 2 blocks and your big bolster, pillow, couch pillow, whatever pillow you have. If you have no pillows at all, the block should be okay, or you can also grab a chair to be even higher. And then, so your 2 blocks are here, and then you're going to stack the bolster right across. Stand on your shins, and I'm going to walk my feet in between the blocks, okay? My tail goes down, I'm lifting the front of my pubis up. Shoulders are over my hips, brain is over my heart, heart is over my baby. Good. I'm going to open up my arms up and over your ears. Open up your arms out by your side, flip your palms. Move your arm bone back, bend your elbows, and lay your hands flat on your back. Encourage that tail to go down. Roll the top of your shoulders back. Let the inseam of your shoulder blades kiss behind your heart and lift your chest. And this can be where your camel is. If you're further along in your pregnancy, definitely my 37-week camel definitely looked something like that. Good. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. If you have a little bit more space, one at a time, take your hands to the bolster. Good. Keep your chest lifted. The back bend happens right above the bra strap. Draw your shoulders together. Lift your heart. Maybe you feel supported by your upper back enough that your head dips back. Notice how my pelvis is still above my knees. Tail is still down. Front of the pubis lifts. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. To come out, one at a time, take your hands to your lower back. Keep looking up. Tailbone down. Slowly restack your shoulders over your hips. Good. Hopefully that felt good. We're going to do one more. Good. Shake it off maybe. Good. Take a full breath and roll the top of your shoulders back. Sweep your arms up by your ears. Exhale, open up your arms wide, flip your palms, move your arm bone back. Bend your elbow and see if you can have your flat palm behind your back. Draw your knuckles down, lift your chest. Squeeze your inner elbows in towards each other. Breathe in, maybe again you stop right here. And breathe out. Maybe, one at a time, maybe a different hand this time. Take one hand to the bolster at a time, or the blocks, or your chair, or your couch. Roll the top of your arm bones out and lean your head back if it feels okay. Good. Front of the pubis lift, tailbone draws down. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Good. One at a time. Hands back to your lower back. Tail down. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Brain over your heart. Heart over your baby. Walk your knees forward and take a seat. Take your hands to your thighs. Close your eyes. Just 2 breaths here. Notice what you notice. Sometimes back bending feels like we've opened a can of Coca-Cola in our chest. And that's a very pleasant feeling. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Walk your hands in. Good. Meet me again in Virasana, the same way we started class. You can move your bolster out of the way for now. Stack your blocks. And come to sit. From that seated Virasana, lean one side at a time. Good. And come to the supported squat. We're looking for an even squat here, Malasana, and we're going to talk about the pelvic floor. So, it's not a pelvic floor masterclass at all. We're just trying to see what's happening down there. If you're not familiar with your pelvic floor, it's like a diamond shape. So you have your pubic bone in the front, your tailbone in the back, and then on either side are your sits bones. What we're trying to find here is the movement of the muscles that are attached to those bony landmarks. 3 layers of them. And one of them, the deepest layer, is mimicking the movement of your respiratory diaphragm. As you breathe in, the diaphragm draws down, and the pelvic floor releases and spreads, which feels sometimes like your sits bones, pubic bone, and tailbone are moving away from each other. As you exhale, those bony landmarks draw in, the pelvic floor lifts and dome as your respiratory diaphragm draws up. Think about it as a jellyfish or like an umbrella opening and closing softly in the air. Okay? All we're going to do now is breathe in to lengthen and exhaling to draw. That's it. It has nothing to do with your belly. It has nothing to do with your thighs. We're just closing our eyes and noticing anything at all or nothing at all. All good. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Good. Inhale, release, release, release. Exhale, engage, engage, engage. Inhale, release, release, release. Exhale, engage, engage, engage. Inhale, release, release, release. Exhale, engage, engage, engage. Good. Take a normal breath in. Normal breath out. If you've noticed anything at all, journal about it, think about it, message me and talk to me about it. It's just about figuring out what's happening down there. Nothing more than this. If you're more curious though, definitely go see a pelvic floor PT. It's like the best gem after, during, before having a baby. We all have a pelvic floor. Let's take care of it. All right, come back into Virasana, one shin at a time. Good. Take your hands by your baby. Transverse abdominal. Again, a deep layer of muscle that we need to take care of during pregnancy. The TVA breath, the transverse abdominal breath, 360 breathing, is the best core exercise we can do during pregnancy because that movement, that awareness, may help push our baby out if we have a vaginal birth. If you have an abdominal birth, that awareness is going to help you mend the 2 sides of your rectus abdominis back together after birth. Take your hands to the sides of your body and just breathe into your hands. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Good. Now, we're going to breathe in, normal breath in. But as you breathe out, I want you to purse your lips like you're exhaling through a cocktail straw. Remember those red little ones? And you're exhaling all the air out. When you feel like there's no more air at all, try to exhale just a little bit more, and you might feel those transverse abdominal gathering in and hugging your baby. Take a full breath in. Exhale slowly out. And now breathe in. And crack open your eyes. Hopefully you felt that. Again, you can do that several times. Just make sure you're seated, especially further along in your pregnancy, because it's a lot of pressure on the pelvic floor. Okay? Come onto your hands and knees. Blocks. Good. Move the blocks out of the way for now. Lean onto your side and take your feet forward. Good. As you breathe in, roll the shoulders back. As you breathe out, I want you to find some circles here. No agenda, really just a movement that feels good. Almost like a check-in with yourself after your practice, during the end of your practice. You're cooling down the body, moving the breath in a way that feels good. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. And switching sides when you feel like it, maybe staying on one side, if that definitely is something that caters to your needs right now. Good. The next time you're back to center, if you feel like being back to center, if you want to keep doing those circles, please go for it. Take your 2 blocks behind your heels and build yourself a village. Can be big, can be small. Take a full breath in, and then as you exhale, just lay your forehead on the block. You might need more height. If you're further along, again, you might be able to fold a little deeper if you're not that far along. Wherever you are, though, find a place that allows you to completely let go of muscular energy, the muscular tension around your neck and jaw. Good. And if it feels okay, flip your palms up towards the ceiling so that your shoulders can release. Bonus points if you drool. It's a good practice when you're short on time, but you need a minute to yourself to regroup. Letting your forehead release, shoulders, the muscles of your face, your tongue, your teeth. As you breathe here, give your awareness to your breath a little bit further down into further deep, into your awareness. Allow your breath to move the tip of your toes to the crown of your head without interruption. And as you dive a little deeper into the awareness of your breathing, can you follow your breath into your baby's home? Follow your breath along your baby's spine, baby's ribs, the features of your baby's face. On the end of your next exhalation, first, flip your palms down. Walk your hands in, and then keep your head down, but really lift your shoulders, bring them over your hips. And then slowly, when that happens, Bring your brain over your heart over your baby. Crack your eyelids open. Welcome back. Good. All right, we'll set up Shavasana. Two options here. If you're in your second trimester and you just want to recline in Supta Baddha Konasana, you'll take one block on the tall setting, one block on the medial setting, and bring your bolster right across. Flush your lower back against the back of the bolster, bring your feet down, and relax down. Heel toe your feet as wide as your mat, and let your knees kiss towards each other, which might feel really nice after our back bending practice today. If you're in your third trimester, maybe late second, you come into a side laying Shavasana, and I'll meet you there. You'll take your bolster right outside of your yoga mat. Take one block on the tall setting, one block on the medial setting. Good. And lay the bolster right across. Very similar setup, yeah? And then come onto your side, any side. Bring your knee down, your foot up. Good. And rest your head on your arm. Maybe you can get an extra pillow. Make sure that your bottom leg is straight so that you can let go, breathe, relax. Your hand can be on your thigh, can be on your baby. Just give yourself permission to do nothing for the next minute or so. This is not the time to take inventory. This is the time to release, to let the effect of your practice move in. And take another full breath in. And another full breath out. If you have time to stay here, please stay. Otherwise, take your hands down. If you're on your side, you'll just lengthen your top leg over the bottom leg and press your hand down to come up. If you're on your back, I want you to roll completely onto your side to come up to sit. And when you so much on your side that both hands can plant on the floor to help you up. And sit well. Sit tall. One hand to your heart, one hand to your baby. If you know where your baby's spine is, go ahead and give your baby a back rub. Thank you for sharing your time with me today. The light within me bows to the two lights in you. Thank you.